Hello, everyone. Welcome to New Mexico Technology Education Conference. I am Lumi Luna or Jazz, one of your Overwatch coordinators for UNM Esports.
Hello, I am Kay, also known as Chaos Rising. I am UNM's social media and production member.
Like I said earlier, we are at New Mexico's Technology Education Conference where we take K through 12 educators and explain to them the importance of esports and team-based gameplay styles. Today's game that we will be playing is Overwatch, a first-person shooter that is PvP, PvE.
PvP.
You want to
It
continue?
is free to play, and it will be UNM against NMSU.
We're here to show high school students the structure of an adult learning room with how to act online for us to all be respectful in the future. We would like to thank our sponsors here for this wonderful area that we are in today, since we are outside of our normal space. Our sponsors being QTI, Xfinity, ViewSonic, HP, Omen, A um, A,
ASUS?
yeah, Asus, and HyperX. You want to add anything else here?
Well, back when I was in high school, we didn't have Overwatch, so this is very new, and I'm very excited that Overwatch will be joining high school esports.
All right. There wasn't any high school Overwatch teams as well, and I really wanted that to be at my old high school. So this is a great opportunity for us to endorse Overwatch into the high school learning centers.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Overwatch is a great game, and I know a lot of high schoolers enjoy this game as well.
I think we are almost about ready to throw over to the game. Do you have any future predictions on what's going to be going on here today within the
I
games?
believe we have played NMSU.
Continue.
I believe we have played NMSU before, and I think we're going to have another great game.
We played NMSU twice already, and right now we are in a one. Each team has won one round against each other, so we'll see how great today's teams would be.
I'm really excited. I think everyone's going to do really well.
Same here. Also, I'm really happy that we were able to get both teams into the space event in it itself. So we have UNM over in the front, and we have NMSU over to the side. So we will be able to get both vibes on what each team's going to be going through. So I'm excited for that.
It's really nice being able to see all the teams play together.
The vibes here are going to be awesome.
Yeah. You usually don't get that. Sometimes the players are playing from their own dorms or the comfort of their own homes, and you kind of just meet in a custom game.
So yeah, Overwatch just recently had a major update with its new K-pop event. So I'm really happy with the skins that we've gotten with this one, especially the fun event like the concert clash. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. Have you played it yet?
I have not, but that's because I've been playing with the new tank,
Oh right, the new tank has come out.
Mauga.
Yeah, Malga, the Maui-looking dude.
I believe he is also kind of incorporated in the Samoas.
Yep, he's
map?
incorporated with the Samoan map. So we're looking forward to seeing him within the next update of next season. Correct?
Yeah, I believe he's not on trial anymore for playing anymore. I believe it stopped at 12 on Sunday.
Yes, sadly he did. I played a few rounds with him on the other side, and it was interesting. I don't know how to feel about him. I don't know.
He's a good character. I like his character design. The creators did a really good job with his design.
They really did do a good job with his design. It's just as a support player, I'm terrified.
He's really bulky when it comes to incoming damage, though. So you really have to step up when it comes to support and keep him afloat.
You could he's pretty easy to counter though.
He is, yeah.
If you have like a bastion or people who are like high DPS output, they can easily melt him down.
Especially when he's ulting. Like, a bastion will just melt through that shield and you can easily get to
Also,
him.
Symmetra's a good counter for him as well, because if she's stuck with other team members in his ring or whatever, you can just teleport out and you're no longer stuck and you can heal.
I think it's a really cool ult. When I first played, I was terrified of that ult.
I'm pretty sure everyone was.
Yeah, but that's how it kind of is with just every character. Like, Ramatra's ult, terrifying.
Yeah, at first every tank's ult is terrifying, but everyone gets used to it after a while.
Are you excited to see that incorporated into, like, some comp plays in
No.
the future? Oh, okay.
No. Mm-mm. I'm not excited for that.
I think he's going to be a really interesting character when it comes to like competitive plays.
Especially with the new meta that could be coming out within the next season. So we'll see which heroes are going to be up on top. Um. Anyways, back to the K-pop skins. I'm just saying, they were really pretty. I'm just like,
Expensive.
yes, they are expensive, but oh well.
I think it was an interesting choice to have Junkrat as main K-pop idol.
He's more of like a fan of the group. Like the way how he's dressed, he's more fan-like than it is like K-pop-y, like with the girls that got the skins. So, yeah, I can kind of see how he kind of looks a little weird, but it is what it is.
I kind of think they should have added Mercy to the skins.
But Mercy always gets skins. I mean, like she's getting the undead nurse soon, within the
She
next
is,
update next
yeah.
week. It should be next week. Because Hog's getting a rework next week.
Yeah,
so
he
with
is,
that
yeah.
rework, there's going to be new skins on the shop. What do you think is going to happen with that rework? Like, are they going to change his hook again?
I'm not too sure. Sombra had a rework as well, and it wasn't too drastic, but we might get another ability or a.
Would his hook one-shot come back? I hope not. I mean,
That
like, for some
was-
of our tanks, that he would be awesome. Looks like they're already trying to pick up the maps, and our first map may be Lijiang Tower. This map is based off in China, so this is a China map, and it's probably one of my favorite control maps.
China was doing really well in the Overwatch World Cup, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Sadly, they lost. Who won again?
I'm not too sure. I think.
It was Saudi Arabia, Kingdom Saudi Arabia.
Oh, congratulations!
Either way, if anyone here watched the World Cup this past weekend at BlizzCon or whatever, like it was pretty tough competition all around. Like especially with newcomers coming in. So
Yeah.
it was very entertaining to watch. I wish I watched it more, but class got in the way. It is what it is.
There's always more World Cups.
There is always World Cups. I mean, a lot of updates came out in the past with especially new hero designs, especially the DPS hero that's coming out within the next 2 seasons after season 7.
Have you seen her concept design?
I have. I've seen her concept design. She is a DPS character that is based off in Canada, and she has drill base, and she goes under.
They're non-binary.
Yeah, and they are non-binary as well, but she goes underneath the maps or whatever and like pops out and causes AoE damage.
I think they are going to have a really interesting play style. I was wondering how it was working, but I had gotten some some news from like some of my teammates that might work somewhat at like the Symmetra portal.
Maybe that actually could help out a lot. One thing that I do know is that, that I want to know is that will her drill be able to go under Malga's ultimate? Like, say if she's stuck, will she be able to go under and pop out?
That's a good question. I think that would be an interesting counter for his ult.
That is true. It looks like we're about to head into our game.
We have Lijiang Tower, initiating match.
Again, this is our first control map, Lijiang Tower. The area that we were just inside of that building, both teams need to go on the inside and try taking control of that map, if you do not know.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like we are heading out.
Warm up those legs. We've got work to do.
It looks like we have Barracks starting off with Doomfist, Keygater on Tracer, Vivalo on Brig, Karama on Genji, and Bozeman on Ana. We'll see how UNM plays. For NMSU, Drummer is on Ana, Index on Zarya, Jivey on Lucio, Depresso on Tracer, and another Genji.
And here we go. We are heading in. Looks like NMSU has gotten to the point first.
That is
Looks like-
unlucky on our tracer.
NMSU is taking down a few of UNM.
NMSU quick on getting that point and now has control. It looks like they're all pushing back towards spawn point, so UNM needs to think fast in order for them to get back into the game. Nice charge on that to good distance from NMSU.
And it looks like UNM has taken control of the point. And it also looks like we're coming up on a few ults on UNM's side. On NMSU's side, it looks like their Tracer or Depresso has gotten their ult, which is Pulse Bomb. With Bozeman on Ana and Kurama on Genji, we might be seeing some Nano Blade. Looks like Berks has used his ult. Keygator has also gotten his ult. It looks like we have some Nano Blade going. He has gotten a 3K and a team kill as well, followed by a team kill.
And NMSU's gonna have to quickly get back on point in order for it to go back into a tie game.
Looks like NMSU has numerous ults, so they might be making a big play with those ults.
This is your warning. You will weak.
NMSU still has a chance to capture point, but it looks like UNM is holding the point strong. NMSU still has some ult, so they still have a chance to make a play. Looks like they're going from the backside.
Looks like it's going into an ult fight.
I'm getting used to this.
Good job
And-
UNM for getting first point. So the whole point of this map, we want to get best of 3, correct?
Correct, yes.
You want best of 3 with this map in order for you to get the points in control, or for you to get the first game.
UNM only needs to win one more for them to win this game. But if NMSU wins, then it goes into a third game.
I got
It goes
lucky
into
with
the
my call
tiebreaker.
sign. Can you imagine if they called me Zippy?
Nice ult fed at the end though, that was really fun to watch.
Had really good ult
Cheng
balance.
understands an important fact. As long as we are shackled to a single planet, we are vulnerable.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round. Capture objective.
And it looks like we have some hero changes on both sides. My mistake, only on NMSU's side. Looks like Inix has changed to Reinhardt and Depresso has changed to Soldier.
Reinhardt's a good pick due to his shield. He's going to be pretty hard for you to pick off.
Looks like UNM has gotten to the point first.
Keegan is really good on his blinks when it comes to Tracer. He can easily do as much damage.
You really gotta look out for the pit surrounding the point, because it's really easy for characters like Brig to just push you off. Looks like NMSU has control of the point first. here we're kind of rotating onto point.
Triple kill.
Looks like UNM has taken control back of the tower, and it looks like we're coming up on a few ults. Keygator has developed his ult into Pulse Bomb, and so we might be seeing Pulse Bomb use.
Ready for a knockout? Fully charged.
Karama and Bozeman also coming up on some ults. Keygator is just used Pulse
Good
Bomb and
combo
got
with
a good kill.
Very good combo.
And it looks like Bozeman
Another team
and
kill.
looks like Bozeman and Karama also have their ults, so we might be seeing another Nano Blade this round.
Looks like it's going to be another ult fight. We'll see if it's going to be, or how many trades are going to happen.
NMSU also has their Ana and Genji ults, so we might be seeing a Nano Blade on their side as well. Oh, there we go. There is a Nano Blade. Karama has also passed Nano Blade, and he has gotten 2 kills. Barracks has also popped his ult.
Looks like NMSU decided to switch from Reinhardt over to Winston.
Looks like Keygator got Inix before he was killed. And it looks like Vivlo is coming up on his ult, so he might use his ult to save the point. Looks like Vivlo has popped his ult, so he will be going in. And we have another team kill.
Unlucky on NMSU for that.
Congratulations to UNM. UNM has won the
Congratulations, UNM.
first game.
Let's see the play of the game.
Play of the game.
Good job, Karama. It might have been one of his Nano Blades.
Most likely. Oh, I don't think this was a Nano Blade.
No, it wasn't.
Just a lot of flying around. All right, sorry about that. We were having some technical difficulties. All in all, that was a really good first match. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be going off of loser picks the map and winners ban a map. So we will see what the next game would be, and I think it should be a hybrid. I could be wrong.
Will this be a control or will this be a objective?
I do not remember. We'll see what the next game map is. Like off the top of my head, it is not clear. So hopefully we'll figure it out sooner or later. All in all, that game was really fun to watch. The whole entire, both teams on both ends, I was able to hear a little bit from both sides, have great communication with each other. So I wonder how this next match is gonna be playing out since UNM took the first win. And anything you want to add to that?
It was a really good game, yeah. They had great communication. They had great dynamic. Overall, both teams did a really good job. And I can't wait to see the next game.
So what do you think about each team's play styles from what we saw with the last map? Like, what do you think about it?
It looks like Keygator had kept going backline to try to take out some of the support players or just some straggling players. But overall, I think Bozeman's and Karama's play style of Nano Blade is really good, and that really helped the team.
Sorry, excuse me.
It's not often that I see Barracks on Doomfist.
I think Barracks has been practicing his Doomfist a lot recently, along with, like, it's good to practice other heroes every now and then or whatever. Like, I've been trying to practice Lucio and myself. Like, I'm trying to stray away from the Moira switch when I, like, get too mad when I'm playing my games, you know?
He's really good at Zarya, so it's interesting to see him on Doomfist.
And I think the next map was going to be a hybrid, and it may be one of the best maps that we've ever seen, King's Row.
That is one of Cherry's favorite maps.
Same thing for Silver. We love King's Row.
It's a great map. It has really good high points. It's good for really it's good for a lot of different characters.
It's good for every character in a way, because there's also those closed off pockets, and there's also like the first archway after you get point.
A lot of choke points, yeah.
There's a lot of good choke points and corners that you can play against. So I wonder if we're going to see any Widow plays.
We might. There's a lot of high ground and a lot of access to high ground.
I've also been seeing a lot of Echoes recently on King's Row. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but recently Echo's been popping up more when I've been playing my games.
Echo has some great movement abilities, so we definitely might be seeing some Echo. I saw some Cherry practicing Echo.
That's good. What else is there? I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head. Sojourn also has been popping up a lot more too as well with her slide ability and her E ability. I forgot what it's called, but it's the electric orb that she throws out.
Yeah.
She's also pretty good at there too because of all the corners that you can use to your advantage for that specific AoE.
Her electric orb is really good for just melting down shields.
That is true. Also, like her gathering the damage for her beam for that one shot. Like she's a good close range or mid range. I feel like she's
Yeah.
more mid range than anything else.
Kind of similar to Soldier, where he can be played far range, but it's easier to play mid range.
That is true, and it looks like we're entering our game.
And it looks like it is King's Row.
Initiating match.
Makes you wonder what is going to be the first picks for this team.
We might be seeing some similar characters being played.
Do you think we're going to see a Sigma play in any of them?
I'm not too sure. Barracks isn't usually one to play Sigma. Usually we would swap to Faraday if we wanted to play Sigma.
Looks like we're keeping the same hero alignment on UNM side.
Oh, it looks like we have a Sojourn play on Keygator's part. Looks like he switched to Sojourn from Tracer. And it also looks like we have some different characters being played on NMSU's part. Looks like we have a Zarya, Lucio, as well as a Reaper. But it looks like we are keeping Genji and Ana though. And it looks like NMSU is on the attack.
I love those sprays.
And here we go.
UNM's on the defense, so now they need to just keep NMSU away from that point.
Barracks is on the high ground. Looks like they're rotating to get onto the high ground where Barracks is at. And it looks like they have gotten
A nice
few of
boot back from the Barracks.
UNM's players.
Ooh, unfortunate sleep.
Bozeman is at a really good area where he can see all of the characters, well, all his teammates, but also be where the action's at.
Ana's a really versatile player to play, or character to play while you're, because you need to focus on both your team and the enemy team. She's really good at keeping that 50-50 balance on damage and healing output. So.
And it looks like NMSU has the first point. That is all right. They have 3 points to stop NMSU. And it looks like we're also coming up on some ults on both teams. Drummer on NMSU actually has his ult. Looks like Barracks is coming up on his ult, as well as Bozeman. And it looks like Barracks is using it. Presto has gotten barracks. Looks like NMSU is about to round that corner.
I think NMSU is gonna try holding this choke point so they can get so they can easily have their point move back or move up towards them.
Once they get past that that entrance point, that's when it gets really.
Ooh, good use of the Zarya ult there of keeping people stuck there so you can get multiple kills at once.
Inux is really good with those bubbles. Looks like Keygator, Kurama, and Bozeman all have ults, and so we might be seeing a Nano Blade based on past ult uses. Looks like we have a Death Blossom, which got Keygator. Looks like Barracks and Kurama have also been killed. Looks like Biblo has popped ult to try to get out of that spawn point. UM really has to get to that objective to get that. Oh, it looks like they beat it in retaliation to Nano Blade.
I hear 2 Nano Blades. That is unlucky.
Looks like NMSU is about to cap that last point. Unlucky.
Good try,
Congratulations
Keygator, on
to
trying to get
NMSU.
back on point. Congratulations to NMSU for getting 3.
Switching sides.
So now each side's going to be switching. UNM, which was defending first, is now going to be attacking. So we will see if they can tie the game and go back into the tiebreaker.
I myself find it easier to attack, so it might be easier for UNM to get a point if they're attacking.
I find the same way. Defending, I feel like defending gets to a lot of people's heads. Because especially if like you're starting off with defending, you're like, oh no, I wanted to attack first, especially in comp games. So.
The pressure is on, especially when you're on you're being spawned at like the opposite side of the map. So it's hard to just keep in that headspace. Like all I gotta do is stay alive, so I don't have to do
Walk
the walk
back.
of shame back to objective.
Especially when you get that first kill, when you're the first to kill. That's such a cute emote.
Looks like we got a monkey lineup.
I love that.
Overall, it looks like we have some of the same characters, except Kurama has switched to Echo. You were mentioning how we've been seeing a lot more Echo plays. And also a Widowmaker play from Keygator.
Oh my goodness. Keygator's Widow's pretty good though.
Keygator has a really good.
Defend objective A.
Good use of that high ground to get to that further distance on Echo.
Looks like UNM has chosen a lot of characters with really good movement ability.
I think they decided to go with more flyable characters over anything else. They needed to keep an eye out for each other, especially on those heals, since a flying character is harder to take control or to heal.
Looks like NMSU is really keeping that point.
Again with another flying character, so maybe this is something new. I haven't seen this yet this season.
You don't see a lot of diva plays anymore. I don't see Barracks play diva a lot at all, either.
Good use of that E. I like Diva's Each. That can take a lot or take away damage from people.
Looks like Kurama is coming up on his ult.
Time-wise here, you need to try getting to the other side as quickly as possible too, for all 3 points as well, so then you have more time for the tiebreaker.
Winston.
Good focus on NMSU to shut down that Echo copy.
Looks like NMSU has come up on a few ults. They have come up on Winston as well as Lucio's ult. Lucio has B, which gives you a large amount of health and shield. Doesn't look like a lot of people are going into that room to see if they can like go through and get to the back of NMSU.
It's rare when you see people go through the hotel area. Most of the time people just go off to the side. That's an unfortunate diva bomb. Nobody was caught. Ooh, flanking Echo.
Looks like their Lucio popped beat to keep them alive. Looks like NMSU is retreating though, try to keep as many characters alive as possible and try to regroup. And it looks like UNM have captured that point. Oh! Looks like Winston has popped Primal Rage to try to save that point.
Good Echo beam there to make sure that Winston gets off.
That was a great sleep.
Hitting those sleeps is pretty hard, especially since people are moving really fast. So you need to anticipate where their next movement is to hit that sleep.
Sleeps are hard, they really are. I've seen some incredible sleep plays though. I've seen some incredible sleeps from Silhouette, Bozeman. I've also seen a great sleep from Endless. There's a lot of great people on our teams that can do really good sleep plays.
Again, Anna's being probably one of the best characters to play in a higher ranking lobby, because she's balanced pretty well, especially aside from like her small nerf that she had of adding an extra second to her nades.
And when we say sleep, we mean that's kind of like a shorthand for sleep dart, which is one of Anna's abilities.
No, her nade's the one that does damage or healing. Like it's her grenade. That's a nade. Looks like we're having a double Ana here.
I see in the higher lobbies that a lot of Echoes copy their Ana or one of their support players.
It's better. Yeah, it's better to copy a support player rather than a DPS or a tank player, because then you can give your team more.
That extra boost.
Yeah, the extra boost. Also, unfortunate on Depresso, that immediate punch out about to do from his TP, or teleport.
Looks like Enix keeps switching from tank to tank. Looks like Keygator has also switched to Bastion.
Again, Bastion's probably another pretty good character due to his high damage output. He's just a huge target, so you gotta be careful there.
Oh yeah, he is a huge bullet magnet.
But he's so fun to play.
And it looks like we're rounding that corner and to the straight line to the finish line.
You want to keep that high ground if you have characters that are able to be up on that high. So let's see how it's going to be playing off here. Maybe we'll see some boops off the map, especially with that pit on the side, with either Lucio or with Barracks' punch from.
Looks like almost all of UNM has their ults, so they might be making a mad dash with those ults to get themselves to
That's
the finish line.
It's immediate target calls out from both teams to shut down each character, or from each player. And it looks like we're seeing ball played now.
A lot of people switch to ball or tracer when they want to reach that last point. Looks like almost all the UNM people have used their ults. And here we're going into
Final round.
where I believe UNM will be defending again, and then NMSU will be attacking.
So here you need to just go as far as you can and have your time run out. So since UNM took a little bit longer, they have less time compared to NMSU's 4 minutes that we see. So they will have more time to get to point and to bring it back to the other side. So we'll see how far NMSU gets with this match.
When you're going back and forth and you get to overtime, you completely skip that third round. It immediately goes to the other person who has more time. So it's really good to get to the last point as fast as possible to rack up on as much time as possible. And it looks like we're seeing an Orisa play.
A great leader adapts to their team.
And it looks
Orisa
like
has been pretty OP, or like she's been in the meta for a while now, so.
And it looks like we also have some Lifeweaver plays. And I saw Bozeman on
Should your jailer ever come
Baptiste.
knocking again, I know a place you'd be safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Immediately with that fly out on Kurama, just with the going up into the air and immediately trying to poke out and just get people's health down.
And it actually looks like UNM is on the attack.
Oh, it looks like we're seeing a Zarya on UNM side. Ooh, good name.
Looks like we're seeing Barracks on Zarya. He has a great Zarya. I love watching him play Zarya. He's really good with Zarya.
That's unfortunate. Bozeman getting cornered like that. He was stuck behind a wall.
It's always disheartening to be on the receiving end of the Zarya.
Those javelins, those are deadly, especially with that aim. Good sleep. UNM needs to touch that point. They need to get to that point so that they can get as far as they can with the time that they have remaining.
Looks like NMSU is coming up on some ults, so they might use those ults to keep that point.
Good beat from NMSU side. Good job NMSU for keeping UNM out of point.
UNM can still save this by keeping NMSU off that point. It might be a little hard since NMSU has so much time, but anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. I'm looking forward to this.
If NMSU wins, though, it'll be 1-1, so the pressure will be on.
So I wonder how they're going to be playing out this one. Will they be going off to the hotel side, or will they be going the long side again like they did last time?
UNM is really going to want to play this safe. Really look out for their support players and really keep an eye out on their teammates. Looks like we have mostly the same lineup except for Kurama has switched to Junkrat.
Wee! What? It's fun when he flies. See? He says wee. I'm just saying.
And it looks like NMSU has also switched over to Kiriko and Widowmaker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And it looks like we're heading in.
Junkrat here is really good at shutting down areas from where people would go with his bombs or whatever, since like they can cause a lot of damage if you happen to just walk past one. The amount of times that's happened to me in quick play. Eek.
Looks like we're seeing some mirroring in terms of tank. Looks like they're down a support.
All NMSU needs to do is just get on point for them to just win this whole entire match, or this whole entire game.
Looks like Key Gator just got eliminated. Looks like NMSU is about to cap this and win that game.
Good job, NMSU, for
Good
winning
job.
this round.
Our point is now 1-1.
All right, let's see what the play of the game is.
Good job, Azulu Legendary.
We are sorry if we mispronounce your tag or your name.
We've been seeing some Genji gameplays and some Genji play the game. It's my bad.
Well, Genji's pretty good at higher up lobbies or whatever, especially since like he can go back and forth pretty quickly. So you can go into the enemy's backline and then immediately dash out to get healed or whatever, and like eat people's bullets with his katana.
He's a complicated character, though. It requires a lot of skill.
Yep. There's a lot of tough characters that you can learn. I think for me, one of the toughest characters that I've learned was Sombra in itself. Like,
Sombra requires a high skill base.
especially team-wise, like you need to
yeah.
you need to have really good coordination for you to go back and forth between your Sombra character, your Sombra who could be flanking or staying up towards you, and like using her EMP. That's also another thing that like you need to account for. So.
You really gotta have good communication with her EMP ability, because that really requires you to have like a follow-up ult.
Yeah.
Yes, EMPing an enemy is good, but it really only lasts for a few seconds. So you really need to make that
shut down
mad dash.
everyone.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like more than 3 people, you need to try like getting as many people down within that, I think, 8-10 second range of them being hacked. But Sombra does now have a new ability which is her virus, which gives you an extra 10 damage off if you hit a hacked player. So if somebody's already hacked and you hit them with that virus, it's an immediate like damage over time. So.
And it looks like UNM also has map pick.
And looks like we are going to Servasa.
Cherry's favorite map.
I think it's everyone's favorite map.
So there are really only 2 options when it comes to flash points. You have New Junk City and you have Servasa. New Junk City is Junker Queen and Junkrat's hometown, I guess.
Yeah. Well, their hometown would be Junkertown.
Yes.
But yes, New Junk City is the other flashpoint, so. I think I like Servasa better. It has, to me, it has better walls. If you're Lucio, so you can ride.
It's really good to have a Lucio when you're on Flash.
It's good to have Lucio. I think Lucio is good for any map that has like a lot of walls within it, so that you can travel your team back and forth, especially with that taxi.
I feel like when you do like the first to point maps, it's really good to have Lucio. Like for push and flashpoint, it's really good to have Lucio in your lineup, so you can get there as fast as possible, because there is a big advantage when you get there first.
There is a huge advantage. Excuse me.
Servasa is a newer map though, so.
Yeah, Servasa is a new map that was just added, I think, last season, along with the New York City. So everything was a little bit bugged, but I think now it's better. Like over time, like things have gotten easier to run by back and forth, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm pretty sure each, I'm losing my train of thought. And it looks like we'll be heading into game pretty soon, so. I wonder if they're going to add a new Servasa map, or a new Flashpoint map soon.
Probably.
When do you think they're going to add a new map?
We
Was there
might be
talks
seeing
of-
some more like maps based on characters. So like Junker Queen is kind of in relation to New Junk City and Junkrat as well, and then Malga, the newest tank, is in relation to Samoa. So we might be seeing some more map-based or character-based maps.
So do you think within like the next season or so there should be a new one with the new DPS character coming out? I forgot their name.
Adventure.
Something. It's something with a V.
Scanning. Yes, this is a place.
And it looks like we have some May and some Baptiste plays. Keygator is really good with that May. It's really hard to balance the walls because you have to have really good communication. And it looks like we're heading in. NMSU has a pretty similar lineup to what they've been playing for the last few games. Looks like they're going in through one of the main entrances. Looks like we're trying to rotate back onto point. Good job walling off that tank. That's a very popular method of walling off the tank and just mowing them down and then just taking out the rest of the team one by one. And it looks like UNM has taken the point. Congratulations. So the way this map works is it's whoever can capture 3 points first. So they'll, after one team caps this point, cap is shorthand for captures, they'll move on to a different point. And the spawn rooms,
It's the first to 3 points to get this.
the spawn rooms kind of change places as well in accordance to which map they're playing. That wall can really save you when your team is slowly getting mowed down. And it looks like both teams are coming up on some ults. It looks like Vivlo has used
Like another thing that I noticed with May players is that they don't, or in higher lobbies, May players don't usually use their ice block in itself often. It's usually in lower lobbies where you see it as soon as like a May takes like 1% or like one hit of damage, they immediately use that ice, and then like the other team, if like they notice that, they can just focus on that ice. As soon as she breaks out, it's immediate meltdown.
absolutely. And it looks like we're headed to
Second
this
point.
next point. And it looks like UNM has gotten there first.
UNM has taken the early lead here, so we'll see how NMSU is going to try countering this.
Oh, it looks like we got some Nano
that-
Blade going.
That's a bubbled Genji with Nano. With the Lucio ultimate as well.
They used a lot of ults to get that point though. And so they are down a few points. They really only have Inexes. And they'll probably be coming up on Depresso's ult as well. But UNM has quite a few ults that they can use to get back that point. They can do a
Here's
lot of
Kurama
interesting...
using the Bastion ult, so we'll see how this is going to work out.
They can do a lot of interesting ult combinations with Yep,
Well,
there
watch
we
out
go.
for that freeze with Maze in itself, because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of that.
Oh, that Ana just jumped off the ledge.
Good job, Ana. Not trying to feed on anyone's ults.
Sometimes it's tactical to just jump off a ledge.
Yeah, sometimes it's tactical. You don't want them to gain an ult from that, from just getting a kill off of you. So
It's
if
also
you're-
if the rest of your team dies, like it's better to just regroup with the rest of them than just die a few minutes after and have to wait for that team, for your team to respawn and then go back.
good use of that wall on the Bastion turret.
Looks like UNM is coming up on point cap.
Again, having a good Lucio player just to like jump around or whatever, it's always good to have on both teams or on any team.
Looks like Depresso has changed to kind of mirror Karama.
Mirror. We're seeing a mirror here. That is an unfortunate wall.
That was good communication though, because Keygator immediately took down that wall. So, oh, unfortunate. Good beat in retaliation.
They
to
brought out that
grab.
Lucio beat. Looks like NMSU is taking back the point.
Good save, right at 99%. And it looks like NMSU also has Blade. Drummer doesn't seem to have Nano yet, so we might not be seeing any Nano Blade. But Keygator also seems to be coming up on his ult too. And here we see Karama using his ult.
There's good job delaying it as well. Because most of the time what I see is that people just either use it in a straight line for it, you know? Like that's what I usually see, and it's not usually a good play. It's good to like delay your Bastion ults so that people don't move away from it as quickly as they can.
Looks like NMSU has taken that point, and so they're going to be meeting at the next flashpoint. Looks like Keygator and Vivlo both have their ults, and it looks like Bozeman is also coming up on his. Looks like NMSU has beat them to the punch, and so they have
The early access to it and getting the first picks.
yeah,
Again, you gotta watch out for the bubble Genji.
absolutely. Especially Nano Blade Bubbles Genji, that is terrifying.
Especially if you're a support.
Great kill on Depressor's part. Getting them in that small room, or well, that's kind of just the dangers of being in one of those small rooms. It can really make or break a play. Like those small rooms in King's Row, going through them, it can get you to really good places, but it also leaves you to the mercy of those ults that are really good when you have a lot of people in the same vicinity. So like most ults are really good when you have a cluster of characters together.
Like the Mei one specifically, you could
Good
like
beat.
that's good for a cluster of characters. So there's so many ults happening. Oh my goodness. Each team needs to get back their ults pretty quickly within this next fight.
Looks like UNM has quite a few ults coming up though, so they might be able to get that point before NMSU can.
Again, getting to the point first is a really you want to do that first. Most of the time, you want to see that happen. You know, you want to be at that point first, so you don't cause your team to, so that doesn't happen. You know.
NMSU is right on UNM's tail.
So it looks like NMSU is able to get that second point. So UNM needs to
Get the next 2 points.
they need to get the next 2 points.
The entire game is a 3 out of 5, I believe. There.
Yep. It's the first to 3.
Oh my god.
Dang, big wombo combo right there. Just using Zarya's black hole and the Bastion ult right there does like did
That
a
is a
lot
team
of
kill?
damage, and it just melted.
Absolutely, yeah.
It melted everyone's health.
And UNM has the point. Looks Looks like Depresso is coming up on their ult. Great wall, or not wall. Looks like we have a blade. Unfortunate on a Zulu legend eye. Good beat.
UNM's or NMSU's doing a really good, or I'm sorry, UNM's doing a good job of getting out NMSU's Lucia's getting out beat. Like that's one thing that you want to like try keeping focus on is if the other team has a Lucio, you want to track that beat. So,
Oh yeah.
So that's one
Looks
thing
like-
you want to keep an eye on.
Looks like NMSU is taking the point, but it looks like UNM is going from the back. That's a good wall.
NMSU's
Looks-
doing a really good job of keeping UNM away from that point.
Yeah.
Like they're coming up to like their choke point and just pushing them further back and back.
Looks like NMSU is taking the lead. Oof. Good job to NMSU.
Good job NMSU to that.
The score is now 1-2.
Let's see who got to play the game.
Congratulations,
Again.
Azulu Legendy. There we have that Nano Blade.
Like Nana Babe with the bubble. Alright, good job to both teams on that. I'm pretty sure UNM's now going to be picking the push map, which is 3 separate ones that we can pick: Coliseo, Esperanza, and New Queen Street. Most of the time people choose Coliseo over anything else.
Coliseo is a very popular choice.
Well, that's because it has like a lot of, that's because like you have like a lot of open areas and closed off areas, like somewhat similar to Kingsborough.
If in our push map, we'll probably be seeing some Lucio plays because again, it's really good to have that speed boost to get to the point as quick as possible.
Yeah, we should only have 2 more maps or 1 more map. Here we're doing best of 5, so 3 games need to be won on either team, or first to 3. So right now NMSU takes the lead with 2. Oh, so it looks like they're doing an escort map instead of a push map. My mistake. and they've chosen Dorado. This is probably one of my favorite maps. I like this map because of like the amount of art that's within it. Like to me, it's really pretty.
Great sound music, or sound music, great music.
Yeah, great music throughout the whole entire thing. So
I love the little piñatas that you can pop.
those are fun to do. If I'm on the defending side, I'll immediately break those so the other team doesn't get it.
And this is just an escort. You don't have to capture the point like on King's Row. All you gotta do, get there, start pushing. And it looks like we have some different characters. We have Vivlo on Mercy. And then it also looks like we have Depresso on Symmetra. Looks like we also have Karama on Echo and Keygator on Soldier 76.
Take notes.
Azulu Legendy going strong on Genji.
I think that you'll notice more when you play the game more often. People start giving funny names for each character.
I say Murphy. I know a lot of people. It was a popular meme a few years ago. Winton.
Winton used to be a really big thing. I think it still is. Every once in a while, you'll just hear it.
Looks like UNM is on the defending side again.
I think that's big thing with Doomfist or whatever is that like when he does like his brace moment, he takes his ult charges better. Like, or his ult charges faster. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't believe Murphy is in the meta right now. It's great to have a Murphy on your team, but the problem is she's very fragile. But she can get that resin, which is shorthand for resurrection.
I mean, like if you have good mobility, Mercy can help you out a lot. Because sometimes a good mobile Mercy does more than anything else. Especially like with her her staff that does a lot, or has a good healing output.
Looks like we have Inex on Ball.
Yep. There's that res. Good job waiting, with that Genji,
It's sometimes really hard to know the balance, though, of when to res and when to just let a character die. Because unfortunately, sometimes it's more important.
sometimes you have to let them respond.
Sometimes it's more important for you to live than for you to get that res.
Unless if you want to unless you want to try it. It looks like NMSU decided to switch onto a Moira.
Looks like we have Nano Visor, which is a combo name for Nano as well as Visor. Visor is basically just aimbot.
Yeah, it's aimbot.
It's aimbot.
Those quick headshots, those are deadly every now and then. Every time when I hear it, I hide.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a squishy support, hide. You gotta watch out for Moira's orbs, especially in like those closed off pocket areas.
Yeah, they can easily just finish you if you're already lower
You see it in
damage.
upper lobbies. Like you will die just in Moira orb, and that's not fun.
Oh, looks like we have a Nano Blade coming in.
Unfortunate sleep. Ooh, with meteor. It's good to use Doomfist's Meteor Strike as a way for you to get out of some really sticky situations. Sometimes you need to just use it there. You also need to be careful with Ball's ultimate, since like he gives off a radius of bombs that you need to avoid. Since one touch with one of them, like you're immediately done. You're squished out. Oh, looks like Kurama decided to copy the Genji.
Finishing off.
Good Echo Beam right there. UNM's doing a good job of keeping NMSU at their spawn point. Like they keep pushing them back to the points, or to their spawn.
Absolutely.
like not
yeah.
letting them get back on to cart. So good plays there. Looks like NMSU decided to switch over to Diva.
And we see a Cassidy as well, I think. Yeah,
Yep, that's a cast.
a Zulu legend has switched to Cassidy. Looks like we have gone into overtime.
And there's that overtime. Ooh, good fly over to where that Kiri was. That
Oh,
poor
that poor
Kiri
Kiri.
did not see that coming. Good job.
Looks like round 1 is complete, and it looks like we are moving on to UNM, who is attacking now.
Not gonna lie, I felt that with that Kiri. Sometimes you get blindsided like that. I felt that in my core, like eek. There's nothing else you can do there when that happens. So I wonder how NMSU is gonna do when they're on defense. I'm sorry. Again, really, really beautiful map.
I love the confetti. And it looks like, oh, we see a Sombra.
In sight. I'll harvest in and out in no time.
Vanessa, I've learned a lot from my experiences. My concepts of cake. I send you my concepts of cake. I send you my concepts of cake.
All right.
So I wonder how NMSU is gonna try doing the defense wise. Are they just gonna let them peek around corner, like, and then immediately attack, or are they just gonna attack them right at?
I do know that there's a little like Easter egg where if you shoot or hit the bells in a certain order, they'll play a little song for you.
There's an Easter egg with that?
I don't know if it's still around, but I remember back in the day, that was a thing.
You're old.
Looks like we have mostly the same lineup though.
Seeing a Sombra there. Again, Sombra is gonna need to call out a lot of good. Gonna have really good coordination for that. Also, good strafing on the Cassidy. Yeah, good strafing on the Cassidy. Just like
It's
trying
not
to.
often that you see in Alari in a comp lineup.
Oh wow, there is an Alari. I don't usually see that.
That pylon is really good for that team though.
You want to try finding that pylon as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Good hack and virus right there.
Looks like Barracks is purple though. Not anymore.
I think we just found the pylon.
Oh, and it looks like Karama has just taken down Jivy's pylon.
There goes a Doofus Slam.
Vivlo taking out that Barbie blaster.
Good job predicting that nade. Again, good job going back and forth with Sombra's teleporter now, since with her recent rework, it helps you out with getting back into invis, since now that's automatically placed on you.
Looks like most of UNM has their ults.
You need to get out of that area so you don't get hit.
Looks like we
So
have
much
an
is going
Alari ult.
That's unfortunate. All UNM needs to do is really
Vivlo
just
has really good
reach
movement
to that point.
for Mercy. It's really important to have that Guardian Angel movement mastered.
That's an unfortunate like spot to be stuck in if you want to like try going through.
Looks like Karama's going through for the backline.
Oh, huge EMP right there. Again, that's good communication that you want to try having right there. That EMP can cause a lot, can stun a lot of people, so good communication there with trying to keep somebody focused up on the front so the summer can go into the back line.
And it looks like UNM has won this. The score is now 2-2. Whoever gets this last game wins. Let's see play of the game. Karama.
Good job, Karama as Echo.
This was an excellent play.
Good. Again, good job going just like pushing them back up to that spawn point and not letting them get to that second second checkpoint within that and getting the next point there. So again, good job UNM and good job NMSU for that well-fought fight.
I was getting a little nervous towards the end, but
I mean, you never know. So now it looks like that we're going into the push map, which we talked earlier. So we'll see which one that they will ban and what will be picked.
and it looks like NMSU gets to pick the map. So we will either be seeing Coliseo, or what are the other options?
Coliseum, the one in Canada, I do not remember. I just had it up earlier.
Coliseo is a really popular pick, so we'll probably be seeing Coliseo.
Yep. So it's either Coliseo, Esperanza, or New Queen Street, so we'll see.
That's why it's really important to get really good with all maps, or well, with most of the maps, because you never really know what map the
So yeah, so usually we just want to see different things or whatever. You want to keep an eye on like the crowd or the you want to keep an eye out for which maps you're gonna be playing, even in quick play, to see if like you can find specific health packs if your supports aren't there for you.
I believe we're on player cams, are we?
Are we?
And here we have our beautiful players. Our lineup is Vivlo, Bozeman, Barracks, Keygator, and then Karama. And then at the far right, we have our head coordinator, Brighthammer.
Woo! We got give a round of applause for Brighthammer over there for helping out this team.
On the sidelines, though, we do have our other players. We have Faraday, Silhouette, and The Machine.
Let's go, everyone.
Woo!
Was everyone here having fun in the crowd or whatever? Like, how are you guys doing?
Woo!
Anyways. So it looks like that we're going to be heading to Esperanza.
Esperanza. That, I did not expect that. I really thought we were going to go to Coliseo.
Most of the time you see Coliseo, so it's nice to see Esperanza.
I'm not a fan of Esperanza, not going to lie.
Why? I'm sorry. I think you just caused a hot take. I'm gonna step up to the side and you guys duke that out. I'm sorry.
Coliseo's my favorite.
I mean, like, yeah, but why not Esperanza? Esperanza's more fun.
Maybe it's because, like, I just lose the most often on Esperanza.
Skill issue.
Oh, thanks.
I love you. No, but no, I think Esperanza's more fun. How dare you say that about Esperanza? How dare you? I'm offended.
I think our team is going to do good on Esperanza, though.
That both teams are going to do good. I'm just saying. Again, this is going to be our last map of today's game, so we'll see who wins this exhibition match.
Really gets the blood racing.
What's my heart rate?
100.
I'm good. My heart rate's good.
A few games ago, you were at like 121.
When was that?
114, 121.
Oh my god. I don't remember that.
And it looks like we're heading in.
Initiating match.
How dare you not like this map? Like, look at all the open area. You can do a lot here.
I think I've just been sniped or something too many times here.
You got Widow diff.
Yeah.
It's always the Widows. Everyone blames the Widows. Or the Hanzos.
It's really good to have a Lucio in your lineup here because,
Like the walls.
yeah, yeah. Just saying, Coliseum has better walls. Looks like we have,
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. I'm just gonna pretend you said you didn't say that.
and it looks like we have basically the same character line.
We'll see.
Continuing damage increase.
The thing that I do see here every now and then is that when I'm playing, somebody will be Symmetra, and then
Yeah.
they'll do like the quick TP, so then you don't have to like be going back and forth with it.
Enemy radar contact.
NMSU is doing a really good job of getting into that robot, or getting to robot first. They gotta watch out for the Cassidy Hinder.
Poor Barracks just got purpled. He just got.
Big nap time right there. Again, like we said earlier, you gotta be careful with those Mercy players because they're pretty hard to hit once they're flying around in the air. You gotta try and lock on or predict their movement. So it's one-
Looks like NMSU has the lead, though. Oh, good job, Beadlow taking out the Barbie Blaster.
he went Hurricane Katrina.
Good res.
Good res right there.
Beadlow won't have res for 12 seconds, I believe, though. So got to make the best out of that.
That was a really good copy though to get that to get the Zarya out.
Oh no.
We're almost past them.
Looks like UNM has the bot back, and all they got to do is push it like past NMSU's progress.
Honestly, that must have been terrifying to just like go into the room and then like immediately see Ana right there. You didn't know if you were gonna get slept or not. Good nade right there. Big nap.
Looks like most of UNM is coming up on their ults, as well as NMSU. Looks like Keygator has just gotten Visor. They're just chilling in that grab. It's okay. And it looks like almost everyone has their ult except for Karama, but I think he just used it.
And looks like UNM was able to get second or forward spawn to activate. So now the robot's just gonna take a little breather because he was just pushing both walls. So I find that it gets
Oh, good feat, protecting themselves from Visor.
you don't want to feed that bubble.
Looks like Karama and they were purple, but now they are not. When someone says a team member or somebody else is purpled, it means they've been hit with nade, which
The-
is
the
shorthand
honest
for
grenade.
honest grenade.
Yep. Oh, one thing that I do know. Oh, I don't know what was that, but it's interesting. I wonder if it was like a ping thing or something. I think we're having a few. That was interesting. Anyways, I what I find a lot more difficult when it comes to like these push maps, the closer that you get to the other team's spawn, it gets a lot harder for you to um, keep your team together. Because if you die to that, you do have that forward spawn, but you still have that walk to get back, especially around this choke.
Oh, it looks like we've changed to Orisa. Oh, Barracks. Oh no. Oh no. Barrack.
That was an unfortunate javelin.
It's okay if UNM doesn't get exactly to the last point though. All you have to do is have the most progress. Looks like NMSU has taken back the bot. Good job, NMSU. They have quite a lot of ground to cover, but they can definitely get that ground covered.
Yep, they still had the time to do so, so we'll see if there's going to be a turnaround or not.
In push, you have quite a bit of time.
Well,
For combat effectiveness.
that was unfortunate on Depresso with those stickies. That was very unfortunate. Again, good copy right there, getting copying that support. Oof. There's
Looks
that
like
res.
UNM has taken back the bot again.
Also good res.
Looks like Keygator is coming up on his visor, and Bozeman also has nano. So we might be seeing another nano visor.
Ooh, this is going to be a really close game.
Oh, it looks like beat's been used.
It's good to try getting beat used.
Looks like Keygator has nano visor.
I think B tried going for that res. We saw that for a split second, but you gotta watch out for those visors. Looks like NMSU's taking back the robot again, so UNM's trying to push back. UNM's trying to push back and group back together.
NMSU really has to get pushing.
Again, those javelins can be
Yeah.
really scary, especially like in a time crunch kind of thing.
Looks like we're also seeing some enemy,
And there's the nano visor right there.
some NMSU nano visor as well, yeah. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, we see some Lucia.
Sometimes with those javelins too, like you want to like try baiting it out. Like on your opposite team, you want to bait it out so then you have a little bit more time for you not to get javelin to the face. You know?
Absolutely. And it
Yeah.
looks like Karama is coming up on his ult. So we might see a copy of a support or maybe somebody else.
I think when it comes with echoes in itself, you want to at least have a good decency, a good knowledge of how each different character plays, because you never know, like if you're in a cluster like that, you don't know if you're gonna end up hitting the exact target you wanted to copy. So it's good to be able to think on your feet when it comes to that.
Oh, and it looks like NMSU has gotten to that point. Looks like Barracks used his.
Gotta watch out
ult maybe.
for Orisa's gold there.
Oh yeah, fortify.
Yeah, her fortify. Because then it becomes harder for you to just melt her down. It's harder for that.
I heard with the new tank Mauga, he counters Orisa's fortify there.
Oh, is there finally a counter for that? Nice.
Unless I got faulty news.
We'll see what happens within the next season.
Looks like the countdown is, or well,
Oh, unfortunate on that soldier.
60 seconds.
Again, you gotta be careful with those stickies from Echo.
Team kill.
Good job, UNM, on that.
Looks like we have almost all of UNM's ults ready. Barracks is coming up on his, and Karama still has like 30%. So within the next fight, he'll probably have his developed.
It looks like UNM is just gonna be keeping that robot there. They're not gonna try pushing it up anymore. Again, you gotta watch out for those electric fields right there.
Oh. Looks like NMSU has the bot.
It's gonna go into overtime.
Counting down. Keep on that robot.
Looks like UNM needs to try getting that team kill or at least get that C9, so we'll see how that's gonna work out.
Almost all of NMSU has
This
their
is
ult.
gonna be one heck of a fight. Huge. So many ultimates are being used here. Gotta keep those people off.
Good job, UNM, taking it back.
Woo!
Woo!
Good job to both teams. UNM takes the W.
And it looks like we're going to be switching over to player cam to see our winners over here.
Again, good job, everybody. Good job, Barracks, on playing the
Good
game.
job, Barracks.
All with that huge slam or meteor strike. Woo. Again, good job to both teams. Thank you for everyone here to coming out to seeing this awesome exhibition match with this awesome all 5 maps showcase with Overwatch. Thank you again to UNM Esports and NMSU Esports for coming over. And looks like both teams are about to do their handshakes, so. Okay.
And thank you to our sponsors, RTI, Xfinity, ViewSonic, Hyper HP, Omen, ASOS, and HyperX.
Again, thank you for coming out today, guys.
HyperX has actually provided most of the peripherals.
Again, I am Lumi Luna, one of Overwatch's, one of the UNM Esports Overwatch coordinators, and one of your casters here for today.
And I am Kay, also known as Chaos Rising, and I help with production and social media design, and I also do casting.
All right. We'd like to wish you all a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.